And a good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Western Hall here at Western Illinois University, the home of the Western Illinois Leathernecks and also home of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Game number 4 about to get underway as Liberty will take on Monmouth-Roseville, as each side will try to make their way into the winner's bracket here in this awesome holiday tournament. My name's Wyatt Reed, joined by BJ Stone here, the voice of the Leathernecks, back on his home court. We got him for some high school basketball here, though. BJ, 3 games in the books already. We saw a dominant second half in that last ball game by the number 2 seed, Peoria Christian. They will get the winner of this one. They're going to have their hands full, whoever wins this ball game, but they certainly want to crack at that number 2 seed, Peoria Christian.
Absolutely. Both these teams come into this game with winning records. You've got Liberty coming in. The Eagles are 7-3, and Monmouth-Roseville is 8-5. Liberty's a little bit short-handed today. They've got a couple of kids out injured. They'll be playing with a lack of depth. Maybe 7 kids we'll see in the rotation. Monmouth-Roseville a little bit deeper. Coach Chuck Grant expects to mix up his defense. Liberty expects to mix up their defense. It's going to be a chess match between 2 veteran coaches, Chuck Grant for Monrose and Dan Sparrow for Liberty. Should be a good one.
Should be a good one indeed. We've seen some good basketball already here, and now those early game jitters are kind of gone here. Once we get to these afternoon games, you kind of expect the teams to kind of be a little bit more ready to go. You get those 9 a.m., that 10:30 game here at this Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. It's a little tricky being the day after Christmas, but now that we're here, the 1:30 ball game, you expect these teams to be fresh and ready to go here.
Yeah, they've had a few hours awake, right? I mean, we talked this morning about the fact that the 9 o'clock game, you've just had a bowl of Wheaties and you've been awake a half hour and you get on the bus and you're playing a game an hour later. And that's an atypical day for a high school kid. But, there's certainly by the time we get into this afternoon session, of course, after this game, an hour break before Game 5, which doesn't start until 4, you're going to see guys a little more crisp and a little bit more into their normal operation as far as the hours of the day they play ball.
Now, Reed Kelso and I in the last game we talked a little bit about this, though. Getting to play on this floor, yeah, it's a great opportunity for it, but it kind of throws off the senses there a little bit. This is a bigger arena that they're ever going to be playing in. It's also a bigger court than they've ever played on. How much does that mess with kind of the kid's head here as we get things started here in this holiday tournament?
Well, I think they put a little bit more emphasis on the length of the court in their minds than they probably realize. It's 5 extra feet on both sides of midcourt. It does change some coaching strategies as far as how often and how deep you want to press, because you've got to cover that much more, 94 feet instead of 84 feet. The shooting is a huge key because of the depth of the background. You don't see that in high school gyms, and by the time you get to a sectional, super sectional, or maybe even to state, this is what you're going to be seeing. You know, a lot of depth behind the baskets. It's hard to get used to shooting in a place like this for high school kids. Great opportunity at the same time. To me, the third factor, and is the biggest factor, is playing with the shot clock. So many teams in high school ball see that shot clock, and they're not used to it, and they panic. There's no need to panic. The average possession, even on a slow-moving team, doesn't take more than 30 seconds. If you just play your game, you should be fine.
Should be fine indeed. We should be in for a good one here. Liberty is getting ready, as well as Monmouth-Roseville. Both of our starting lineups about to be announced here, and we appreciate you joining us here on the LB Auto Sales pregame show here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Feel free to get into the comments here of this YouTube stream. We'll have the comments up and going here so you can chat with us during the broadcast, and we'll see what you're reacting to. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for. And we've got a good one here. Again, a little bit of a break after this matchup here. Of course, that depends on how late this ball game goes. We expect a good matchup, though, between these two teams. And you look on the Liberty side, though, not dressing a lot of guys here. Well, let's see if that's going to be an issue here today for Liberty as we get ready to go here, BJ.
Well, like we said, it could be an issue for them depth-wise, playing on the extra length court. It just depends on how much Monmouth-Roseville wants to pressure them on defense. Check out on the web, holidaybasketball.com, tournament website, give you scores, stats, rosters, game links, a lot of history that you can find in the program. You can also find on the website, holidaybasketball.com. Check that out, a lot of information. We even had to look up some things like all-time leading single-game scorer, because at the half of our second game today, one of the young men from Rock Ridge already had 20 points at the half. So all those records, all the history, the former all-tournament teams and MVPs, all available if you go to holidaybasketball.com.
Yeah, they do good work with that holiday tournament website, so definitely check that out. You'll be in the know as we get ready to go. Liberty being announced here, their starting lineup. What's it look like there, BJ?
Well, they've got number 2, a sophomore, Tate Huber, 5'9", 6'4" sophomore, Reed Sparrow. Whereas number 10, number 15 is Tommy Schutte, a 6'3" junior. Number 22 is Gavin Edgar, a 6'2" sophomore, and Jack Sparrow, 6'4" senior. Whereas number 30, the only senior on the roster, a very young team. We've seen a couple of young teams today. Most specifically, Brown County at one point had 3 softs and 2 freshmen on the court, but we're seeing some good young players here.
We certainly are. As Monmouth-Roseville being announced, what's their starting lineup look like?
They'll be playing senior number 11, Peyton Thompson. He's 5'11". Caligaro Sarcomo, a 5'10" junior, but a returning starter. Number 23, number 25, Nick Houston, 6'1" junior. Lars Bergman's a 6'2" sophomore, whereas number 34, Ethan Clark, a 6'1" senior, whereas number 35, Monrose, as you see, will be in the dark blue uniforms with the silver trim for the Titans, and for Liberty, it's all red and white with them. A little bit of black trim on the uniforms. First time I've seen them actually have a third color.
Yeah, absolutely. And those are good-looking uniforms, really on both sides here. We're ready for some good basketball here as fourth game of the day in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Winner of this game gets Peoria Christian, the number 2 seed in this tournament. We'll see who will face off against the Chargers here. The tip-off is won by Liberty. They'll bring it right to left as you look at your screen here. And good to have you along here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As Liberty getting the ball right now up top by the logo. There's Huber. Huber kicks it into the corner. Back across the court here. Saw a lot of threes in the last game here. We'll see if we see as many. There's a 3 right on cue. That one off the mark there by Edgar. And the rebound comes out. Here comes Monmouth-Roseville. They're pushing the issue quickly in transition the other way. That shot no good, but an offensive rebound. A 3 on the way. Halfway down and out. Offensive rebound. Good rebounding so far. That one, a 3. No good there for the Titans. And the Eagles will take it right to left. Saw a couple of threes here to start off this ball game as that one goes inside now. Back outside. See a lot of inside out as that one goes to the baseline. Good ball movement by the Eagles. That one just a little too strong as we got a whistle. And we got a tie-up. Possession arrow. We'll give it to Monmouth-Roseville.
Good hustle by both teams hitting the floor early. You see these 2 young men, number 10 and number 30. The Sparrows are both 6'4". They've got a 6'4" father that you'll see on the screen here as it pans to the right. The big guy in the red jacket. There he is. That's Dan Sparrow, head coach, with the Jerry Tarkanian towel over his shoulder.
Good reference there from BJ. We can expect those great references here as we go through the broadcast here today.
All those years Tark coach at UNLV, and he had that towel on the shoulder like that. He should have trademarked that.
He should have.
The family should be getting paid for that.
Missed out on an opportunity right there, that's for sure. There's a baseline pass. Good getting things back underway here for the Titans. No score, a little up and under, though. That's a nice look right there as Lars Berggren gets the first basket for Monmouth-Roseville, a 2-0 start.
Good ball movement by the Titans.
There's a 3 on the way for the Eagles, trying to answer quickly. That one hits the shot clock. 2-0 Monmouth-Roseville here as they got that up and under there. Nice basket inside, pushing it inside there. Again, we've seen a lot of threes so far, but who's going to make those inside shots here, force the fouls? Kind of going to be a key, you think, here.
We talked about how shooting is tough in a place like this, so you think maybe you want to get a few looks inside. I'm also a fan of the mid-range. Everybody defends the three-point line anymore, and they defend the post. Mid-range is usually open.
Nice pass there. That one just a little too strong off the fingertips of Nick Houston, out of bounds. It'll be Eagles basketball.
Got to tell you, though, Ethan Clark's got the pink shoes on, the light pink, and then you got the hot pink on Sarcoma. Those are a good-looking set of shoes.
They certainly are.
Oh, there's another pair of pink shoes out there.
Kelso was mentioning he wishes that they would go with the team color shoes, but
that's what we used to do, yeah. Reed's right. They look really good when they all match.
They certainly do. Right side, there's a little mid-range jumper. There you go, right there on cue as that one's up and good by Peyton Thompson. We got a quick timeout here with 5:56 to go here as Liberty off to a slow start here offensively, trying to get everybody recalibrated here. So an early timeout here for the Eagles.
When you see Dan Sparrow very animated, frustrated with the offense right now, the defense is doing okay, and they're guarding well. They're just not getting into their offensive flow whatsoever. A lot of quick threes, and we talk about how the clock will affect the back of your mind. I got to get this shot up. Don't worry about it. Work it side to side. Take a look inside, probe, penetrate, If the clock gets down to 10, then maybe you start to say, okay, now we got to get something up.
We'll take a look at some of the highlights here so far here in the early going as, again, Monmouth-Roseville off to a 4-0 start. And you're seeing it, a good ball movement here for the Titans, getting that good look, that up and under right there. Good look for Berggren. And, again, a 4-0 start here for the Titans over the Eagles. I know we're not doing an NFL game as that one poked and stolen away. Here's 2-on-1 the other way, all the way to the basket, laying that one up and in. Out of the timeout, Peyton Thompson gets the steal and the bucket as the Titans lead this thing 6-0. Into the corner, Liberty. Good ball movement here, trying to get it inside, backing down, and now back out. Looking, that one's poked, stolen away here. Good defense we're seeing from Monmouth-Roseville the last couple of possessions. All the way to the rack, laying that one up and in is Lars Berggren. 2 buckets for him, 2 buckets for Peyton Thompson. 5:11 to go here, an 8-0 start. We got a carry on Liberty.
You know, the main thing that I really like what Monmouth is doing when they race down court in the fast break, everybody's in a lane and staying in a lane. You don't see that much anymore. Everybody's taught to stop the three-point line or just get there. It used to be an actual pattern to a fast break with 3 guys heading up court with a trailer.
8-0
in their lanes.
8-0 the start here for Monmouth-Roseville. They are red hot after that timeout that Liberty took. Seemed to have worked for the Titans a little bit better than it did the Eagles, as there's a little mid-range floater. That one bounces off no good. And an offensive rebound again. We're seeing some good rebounding from the Titans as that one a grab, and we got a tie-up. Possession arrow. We'll give it to Liberty.
Well, Liberty needed that from Jack Sparrow after they gave up the offensive rebound. Needed to get the ball back, and Jack went to the floor battling for it, and he pirated that one away.
4:45 to go, first quarter. As Liberty,
did I get that one by you?
I think you did there. That was a floater on the way. I thought I was like, no way he said that. He did indeed. Driving, that one laid up no good, and a rebound comes out. Took me a second here as that one, nice play there. Quickly in transition, Nick Houston with his first basket. It's a 10-0 start here for Monmouth-Roseville.
See, shot clock means nothing when you're racing up floor.
Coming off there's a 3 in the corner. That one no good by the Eagles. A poke out of bounds, and we'll see who they give it to. Officials looking at each other, and it'll be Titan basketball. Well, we're coming off the last game. I don't know if you were watching, BJ. I know you had that game off, but Peoria Christian running up and down the floor there, wearing down. And again, when you're dealing with a Liberty team that doesn't have a lot of guys dressed here today, that's kind of the way you're going to do it. Run them ragged here, get them tired in the early going.
Well, I think that's the approach that Coach Grant is taking. There's a block shot for Sparrow, knocked out of bounds, last touch by Monmouth-Roseville. But, yeah, a real good start for Monrose in this one.
10-0 Monmouth-Roseville with the lead. 3:59 to go here as take a look at Monmouth-Roseville's head coach, Chuck Grant, rocking the suit here the day after Christmas.
Tanner Cooley, 6'2", wears number 13. Evan Sims, a 5'7" sophomore guard, wears 21. Both on the floor for the Eagles now.
3:40 to go as Liberty moving the ball around. They've got it. Kicks it baseline. Jack Sparrow kicks it up top to Huber, and we got a double dribble called. And another
Excellent
turnover
call
for the Eagles. 3:28 to go here, first quarter, 10-0 our score. Monmouth-Roseville, the Titans bringing it up the floor. Certainly feeling pretty good here, trying to get to the winner's side, and a date with Peoria Christian as there's a 3 off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound again. Boy, the rebounding has been so good here for the Titans in the early going. Drive at the baseline. Monmouth-Roseville gets that one nice and close and laying that one up and in as Lars Berggren, he's got 6 points to lead Monmouth-Roseville, and it's a 12-0 start.
And it's all being done on the offensive glass, as you pointed out.
As that one inside and a foul is called. Jack Sparrow going to head to the line, where he'll shoot some free throws after the first foul here in this ball game, and that'll be on Monmouth-Roseville's number 25, Nick Houston. He'll pick up his first. 2:55 left here in the first. Good to have you along here on TSSR. As free throw upcoming here for Sparrow is up and good. First point of the ball game here after a 12-0 start. Jack Sparrow on the board. So we got a couple of substitutions in the ball game here. Elijah Noel. He'll check in, number 33. And then we've got number 3. That is Andy Myers for Monmouth-Roseville. 2:45 to go as Myers with it in the corner. Now up top, he drives. There's a mid-range free throw line shot, and that one's no good. We got a whistle and a foul on Monmouth-Roseville. So we'll see if Liberty can take over here after the turnover by Monmouth-Roseville.
How many points do you have for Monrose right now?
Monmouth-Roseville, I've got 12.
All right, scoreboard up top says 12-2.
12-2. Jack Sparrow making both free throws as Sparrow inside. That one no good. And we'll have a change in possession here. Actually, we got a foul called on Liberty. Frustrating start as a couple of substitutions checking back into the ball game here for Monmouth-Roseville. Clay Castile will check in. First time seeing him here.
Tommy Shute and Gavin Edgar back in for Liberty. Jack Sparrow gets a break.
2:20 to go here, first quarter, as that one's dribbled out of bounds, and Tate Huber's a little confused.
Coach thought that was off
Castile.
Monrose.
I think Castile even thought that one was off him, but either way, it'll be Monmouth-Roseville basketball. 2:10 to go, as getting it right side, out of bounds, off of Liberty again.
18 on the shot clock, plenty of time.
The state of Illinois going to a shot clock here over the next couple of years, which will be it's a big win. You got a little round of applause after that there, Mr. BJ.
I'm a big fan of it. Bring it.
I've talked about it quite a bit over the last few years. We certainly need it. I think in all realms of high school basketball. 1:50 to go, and the shot clock, there it is, coming into effect. That is a shot clock violation, as Monmouth-Roseville will turn it over.
You got to teach the guys in the bench to start that count at about 10 instead of 3. And that's what the college guys are doing. You can hear the whole bench start yelling 10, 9, 8.
1:42 to go. That one intercepted. A nice play there by Elijah Noel.
Playing a little free safety.
It certainly was. That was a good look there, as down to the baseline. A good battle. We got a whistle. Is there going to be a foul, or is it going to be a tie-up?
Should be a jump, I would think.
I would think so. That is a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it here with Monmouth-Roseville. Well, we haven't seen a lot of fouls here, but we've seen some physicality here over the last couple of minutes after these teams ran up and down the floor to start this ball game. A little more physicality over the last couple of minutes, BJ.
And Crew's calling it just right, in my estimation. You can't call everything.
There's a 3 on the way for Myers off the back rim, no good.
And you can't let everything go. So they're calling it just right.
1:20 to go, first quarter. Bringing it up the floor here is Reed Sparrow. Gets it to Jack Sparrow.
Look at me saying nice things about refs.
It's a rare sight to see. That one laid up, no good. And the rebound comes out. Here comes Monmouth-Roseville, leading 12-2. Baseline pass, backing down, puts up the shot. And that one blocked away and then stolen away. Liberty will bring it back. 55 seconds to go, first quarter. Huber with it.
Nice block by one of the Sparrows. Couldn't see if it was 10 or 30.
As we got a whistle and a travel called. Jack Sparrow will turn it over. 47 seconds to go. You take a look at the bench, and yeah, there's not a lot of guys there on that Liberty bench here. As we take a look at the head coach, Coach Sparrow.
And with a young team, some of them look just like babies to me.
Certainly.
Very young.
Very young team indeed. And with only dressing, what did you say, 7 are dressed here today? Is that one's laid up and in?
8 dressed, but we were told only 7 might end up playing.
Lars Berggren lays it up and in. He's got 8 here in this ball game, and the Titans have opened up a 12-point lead. Once again, they lead 14-2. 20 seconds to go here, first quarter. Liberty looking for some answers, getting it inside. Back outside, up top to Sparrow. 13 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Just the game clock you got to deal with now. We got a whistle and a foul with 8.3 seconds left. Not really a bad thing there.
No.
Defensively for Monmouth-Roseville.
Monmouth-Roseville picking up the intensity even a little bit more, and good call, good foul. Both things can be happening at the same time. Still have a foul to give, too, so they can go for another steal if they choose to.
That foul is on number 23 for Monmouth-Roseville, Sarcomo. As we got 4 seconds left, Liberty's got to move here. Baseline, we got a whistle, tie up, possession arrow. Give it to Liberty again with 1.3 seconds to go.
A lot of jump balls in the quarter. That arrow is flickering back and forth over there, isn't it?
Flickering indeed. 1.3 seconds left. Liberty will try to get a shot up baseline at the buzzer, laying that one up and in. Count the basket for number 10, Reed Sparrow.
Need more of that.
As a quiet first quarter will come to an end, as that one very nicely done there. That was a good inbounds play you saw to wrap up quarter number 1. 14-4 our score. Give a shout out to some of our sponsors here of this broadcast. We want to say shout out to McDonough District Hospital, their athletic trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to all area student athletes in the prevention, care, rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, hospital caring. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here, BJ, from the first half. A dominant first half, a 14-4 start here for Monmouth-Roseville, and they've been getting it inside. That nice little up and under there. Getting it inside, getting those easy baskets.
And then right there, Peyton Manning the elbow, nails the jumper. That is not Peyton Manning. His name is Peyton Thompson.
Peyton Thompson, as there's another nice look inside, pushing the issue. And Monmouth-Roseville got off to a 12-0 start to this ball game here and doing pretty much this, getting out in transition. There was a nice look in transition, a lot of contact, no call. They haven't been calling a lot of those. As there's another look in transition. Monmouth-Roseville getting a 14-4 lead here as we start the second quarter.
Points in the paint are huge, and when you're in transition and get those layups, that counts exactly as that, points in the paint.
So 14-4 our score. Second quarter getting underway. Wyatt Reed, B.J. Stone on the call here.
That's ironic. Here at Western Hall, there's no paint.
Yeah, that is very
true.
In
the lane.
In the lane. That is a good point. We got a whistle and a blocking foul called. That'll be on the floor. So no shot there. 7:41 to go here, second quarter. Just getting underway. Game 4. Second quarter, Macomb Western Holiday Tournament.
4 more to go today. What, did you just head in before game 3?
Yes.
How was the fog? Was it lifting a little bit finally?
Depends on where you were. There's the top of the key 3 on the way. That one's up and good. Bergen into double figures. He's got 11. 7.5 to go here. And Monmouth-Roseville up 17-4. That is a Sports Corner 3-pointer. Appreciate our friends there from Sports Corner sponsoring the 3-point baskets here in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. That one's poked and stolen away. Monmouth-Roseville's defense clamping down over the last several minutes. As there's a nice move there, getting it outside, now back inside. They kick it to the baseline. Driving. Ooh, we got an elbow. Offensive foul called. That'll be on number 23, Sarcomo. That'll be his second.
Good work by Liberty's number 2, Tate Huber. A lot of folks will say, well, he was still moving. Doesn't necessarily matter. If you're in defensive position, you can still be moving, and a charge can be called, and that was the right call. And Huber did a nice job to draw that.
Caligaro Sarcomo, that's his second here in the first half. So see if I think he's on the bench now. Coming into the ball game here, number 11, Peyton Thompson. As Liberty with the basketball, 6:50 to go. There's a deep 3 on the way for Sparrow. That one's no good. Trying to get the offensive rebound. Liberty loses it, and here comes Monmouth-Roseville. 17-4, they lead. They're still pushing. Going to the basket, laying it up, no good. And Lars Berggren already with 11 points here, and he's going to get a couple free throws here for Monmouth-Roseville. 6:39 to go.
Reed Sparrow picks up his first. On this other end of the court, Monrose went to a 2-3 zone right there, and you want to try to bust that zone with some threes, but at the same time, try to work it around a little bit, get somebody down on the block, see if you can get a mismatch down there.
First free throw, that one off by Berggren. We'll take a look at that replay here as Berggren getting to the line there. A lot of contact there, and Sparrow again picking up the foul.
Turns out to be a good foul because the first free throw is no good.
One more on the way for Berggren. It is up and it is good. So he's got 12 here, a dozen in the first half. 12 of the 18 points for the Titans. 18-4 lead. As Liberty with it, Edgar has poked and stolen away again. Here comes Berggren. Driving quickly, there's Thompson all the way to the basket, lays it up, no good, and the rebound goes out to the Eagles. Back and forth we go. Up and down the floor at least. We got a whistle. Blocking foul is called. That'll be on number 25, Nick Houston. That'll be the second foul on Monmouth-Roseville here in the quarter.
And people say what was different with that than Huber's. Huber was pretty much stationary to backing up, whereas in this case, coming down the court, Houston was sliding to his side, trying to get in front of the ball handler.
Got some more substitutions. Andrew Way has checked into the ball game here for Monmouth-Roseville. Another new name in, number 12. Sparrow will inbound it to Sparrow. And now up top to Huber. Back inside to Sparrow. Pump fakes, puts up the shot. A lot of contact, no call. Rebound goes to Way. Fresh into the ball game. 18-4, 6:05 to go. They get it left side. There's a deep three on the way. That one didn't even hit the rim. That one goes out of play. Clay Castile with the shot. Just under 6 minutes to go here. Liberty down 14, needing to get some offense going here. We'll see if they can do it here on this possession after that missed shot. They're forcing some misses. They just haven't been able to turn them into points here, BJ, here in the early going. Up top, gets it to Huber. Huber drives, tried to kick it to Sparrow on the baseline. It's stolen away. Here comes Thompson the other way, all the way to the rack. He lays that one up and in. Peyton Thompson, 6 points so far in this one. Here comes Liberty the other way. Sparrow to the rack. He'll lay it up. No, but an offensive foul. Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
He got called for that, for throwing the elbow out to give himself some space. Not a violent elbow, just a space-clearing elbow, and the official saw that and called it. That's his second. He'll have to sit down for a minute. That last basket, what a great play by Thompson to split two defenders at the basket.
Tommy Schutte back into the ball game here for Liberty after getting some time on the bench. 5:27 to go, second quarter. Left side, Peyton Thompson now up top. There's a two-pointer on the way, and that was a deep two-pointer. Andy Myers gets that one to go, his first basket of the ball game. Nice look there, just inside that three-point line. Again, the white three-point line is what we're looking for, as that one's poked and stolen away. Although we've seen a lot of kids shooting shots from behind the purple line there in this tournament already.
We have.
So that one goes up top.
That's for sure a three.
As there it is. There's a three on the way. That one's short. Rebound. That was shot up by Ethan Clark. And the rebound comes out. Liberty will bring it right to left, 22-4. As that one's intercepted. Nice play by Thompson. He'll bring it the other way with 2 on 3. He'll take a mid-range jumper. That one just a little short in transition.
Most of the turnovers by Liberty have been bad passes, intercepted or deflected by Monrose. They've got to be stronger with their passes.
Inside, there's a nice baseline pass. Putting that one up, no good.
And that was a good pass right there.
That's Tanner Cooley, and he'll go to the line. Into the game here for Liberty. They've used 6 of those 7 that they said they're going to have in this ball game. As Cooley, first free throw off the back rim, no good. 4:20 to go here, second quarter. 22-4.
Another long spell here for Liberty. They have gone almost way through this second quarter without scoring.
Yes, because they scored right as we went to the end of this first quarter on a nice inbound play.
Bergman back in for Monrose. Second free throw good by Cooley. He's going to check out, replaced by Reed Sparrow.
So Sparrow gets a little bit of a breather. 5 points for Liberty, 22 for Monmouth-Roseville. They bring it left to right. A little little mid-court pressure, I should say, there for Liberty for a second. As Berggren kicks it into the corner. Good ball movement there to Thompson, cutting to the basket, lays it up, no good. And a rebound goes to Sparrow.
Yeah, they tried a little 1-2-2 trap, see if they can change things up a little bit. Got the miss, got the ball back, see if they can cut into the lead now, the Liberty Eagles.
Drive into the baseline. A little up and under. That shot no good by Schutte, and the rebound, and it is a foul, excuse me. 3:47 to go here, second quarter. Tommy Schutte. Ethan Clark will pick up the foul, his first. That is the 4th on Monmouth-Roseville, so Liberty will be shooting the rest of the way. Schutte's first shot, that one off the back rim, no good. 22-5. midway through the second quarter. That one rattles out no good. Boy, tough luck there at the free throw line here for Liberty so far in this ball game.
Lid on the hoop on that end.
3:40 left as Myers loses the handle, and
That's
he went
over and back.
over and back. So that'll be a turnover. Good defensive possession there for the Eagles. And they'll inbound it right in front of us. As Monmouth-Roseville head coach Chuck Grant, not a fan of that possession. Boy, he is looking sharp, though, again, day after Christmas. Rocking the suit here in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Up top, Huber. As Huber lost the handle, is able to get it back into the corner. Liberty will get it. Oh, a good pass there, right side. Unable to get a shot off, though. 12 on the shot clock. Double team on Sparrow. Cutting to the basket, looking for the other Sparrow. As that one out of play, that was looking for Reed Sparrow.
That was the right look, wrong execution of the pass.
3:09 to go here, second quarter, 22-5.
Gavin Edgar back in for Liberty, and they'll set up that 1-2-2-3 quarter court again. Trying to trap the ball. There's going to be somebody open.
Just got to find him. As that one to Thompson, right side. He's got it. Good ball movement. We've seen a lot of good ball movement here for Monmouth-Roseville in this ball game. That one poked for a second, and then cross-court pass. Now back into the corner. There's a nice look. Three on the way for Myers. That one's up and good. Andy Myers, his second basket off the bench, and he's got 5 here in the early going. 25-5, Monmouth-Roseville with the lead. 2:30 to go here in the first half. Liberty looking to cut into this lead somehow, some way. Trail by 20. Up top right side, there's a 3 on the way. That's a good look. That one just short by Edgar. Rebound comes out. Thompson will kick it into the corner. And they'll reset here. As there's a mid-range jumper. That one's short by Ethan Clark. Battle for the rebound. There's Myers with the floater. That one off the back rim, no good. Another offensive rebound. Into the corner, that's a 2 on the way, and that one a little strong. Couple of different chances there, 3 or 4 chances for Monmouth-Roseville. They couldn't cash in on that possession.
You get this many offensive rebounds, you can shoot a 30-35% shooting percentage and get second and third looks, you're going to be fine.
Sparrow backing down. He'll kick it to Reed Sparrow. There's a left wing 3. That one's short, and the rebound falls into the hands of Ethan Clark. 1:36 to go, second quarter. As it goes right side, Myers wide open corner 3 on the way. That one off the back rim, no good. Might have been a heat check on that one. And the rebound comes out. Here comes Sparrow. Sparrow to the other Sparrow, and he walked with it. Jack Sparrow traveling with that one. As we've got 1:24 left. Whistle and a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout for Monmouth-Roseville, as gives us time to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Ron Elby Auto Sales, locations in Macomb and Augusta. And with over 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in, talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris. Visit ronlb.com to check out their inventory. 25-5 here going into the half. 1:24 left here in the second quarter. Important next couple of minutes, minute and a half here for Liberty as they try to get back into this one. You're not going to get it all back right away, but you would like to see a couple baskets here for the Eagles, try to get a little momentum going.
Well, you want to see it. There's little things mental, like getting back within 10, okay? They're down 20 with a minute 24. They're not going to get back within 10. But if they get over 10 points on the board and get into double digits, we'll feel a lot better about themselves.
That one's tipped, and that one out of bounds. We'll see who they give it to. It'll be out of bounds, and it'll go to Liberty. So that's a good start coming out of the timeout. Even though it was Monmouth-Roseville's timeout, it works for Liberty. So a turnover, now 1:15 to go. The Eagles will bring it right to left and try to get the offense rolling here. Huber, right side to Edgar. Now to Sparrow, cross-court pass. Jack Sparrow underneath the basket. Gets a close shot. That one, a lot of contact, no call. We got a whistle. And a foul is called on Liberty. That'll be on Jack Sparrow, it looks like.
Foul number 30, Jack Sparrow,
his second.
So both teams in the bonus for the last 57.9 seconds. You know, I just noticed something. Both teams have the stripes down the side that look like they have confetti in them.
They do.
Little spots, little dots like confetti. When we get a chance, if the guys get a close-up of the side panels of these uniforms, I've never seen both teams with confetti.
I haven't either. There's a deep three. That one no good by Castile, and the rebound comes out as Liberty will take over. There's about a 4-second difference now between shot and game clock. Huber with it, gets it right side to Edgar. There's a three on the way, and that is a big, big shot by Reed Sparrow.
That was
First three of the ball game.
Way downtown.
That was a very deep three, a sports corner three.
That one may have come from the sports corner, is where he delivered it from.
It might have. There's a good battle there. We got a whistle and a timeout called by Chuck Grant. He is not happy, as with 12.3 seconds left, he had to burn another timeout.
He wants them to be patient, but at the same time keep their head up and get the ball up court. And we talked about it earlier, Greg and I talked about it. It's the old adage, there's the confetti on the stripes on the side. See that?
Monmouth-Roseville
blue and white
yep.
confetti, yeah. And then Liberty's got the same thing going on in there.
They
Look
sure
at that.
did. Yeah.
Nice work, guys.
Good work by our camera crew here.
I love the confetti stripes. Kind of festive, isn't it?
It certainly is here with the holiday tournament at Western Hall. Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, game 3 of the day, or game 4 of the day. 3 just wrapped up for game 4 of the day. And we got a lot more basketball to go here,
yeah.
BJ. At least
Speaking
you do.
of festive, you got the Santa hat on.
I do. Feeling festive for sure. It's 10 seconds, battle for the basketball underneath. Whistle, tie up, possession arrow. We'll give the Eagles the ball here.
Loose ball on the court.
8.4 seconds.
A game of Twister broke out.
It sure did.
Remember that game?
I was not good at that game. I was not
very
blessed
flexible?
With, not blessed with good flexibility, that's for sure. 5 seconds left. Here's Liberty. This is a big possession here, you think. 3 seconds. Sparrow to Hubert. 1 second left. Got to get a shot up. They do get it off in time, but Edgar is off the mark. And that'll end our first half of basketball. 25-8. Dominant first half for Monmouth-Roseville. They lead the Liberty Eagles here after 2 quarters of basketball. Still a long way to go here. We'll see if Liberty can get back into this one here. But we had a very dominant stretch there for Monmouth-Roseville. They're led in scoring by Lars Berggren. He had 12 points. He was very impressive to start. Got the Titans off to a very fast start here in this ball game, BJ.
He did, and we saw that earlier as well in the Rock Ridge game when Capino had 20 points at the half. When you get somebody hot early, you get behind them, keep them on a roll, and build your lead that way. And then you know what happens? I want to share the ball a little bit. I've got my 12. I'm going to share the ball a little bit, and he did a good job of that, too, and continued to play within the system. So
Certainly.
Good first half for Monroe.
Certainly did. He'll finish the first half with the game-high 12 points. Peyton Thompson at 6, Andy Myers at 5, and 2 points for Nick Houston there for Monmouth-Roseville as well. Liberty, only 8 points, obviously kind of quiet on the score sheet. Their leading scorer, Reed Sparrow, who hit a deep 3 just moments ago. He has 5, 2 points for Jack Sparrow, and then just 1 point from the free throw line for Tanner Cooley.
I'm going to recap what's happened so far. Illini West started the tournament with a win 48-39 over Brown County. Game 2 went to Rockridge 70-25 over Camp Point Central, the third-ranked Rockets, or the third-seeded Rockets, I should say.
Yep.
Handily winning that one. Number 2 seed Peoria Christian beat Farmington in Game 3 54-37, and we're in the middle of Game 4 right now. So what we know about tomorrow is the first game at 9 in the morning in the consolation bracket. Thank you. We'll see Brown County and Camp Point Central at 9 o'clock. Farmington, against the loser of this game, will play at 10:30. And then the teams that have won so far, Illini West will play Rock Ridge in a quarterfinal game at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here at Western Hall. Peoria Christian will play the winner of this one at 5:30. Still to come, Mercer County's and Pittsfield's game will be scheduled at 4 today. Number 4 seed Macomb and Canton will face off at 5:30. Number 1 West Hancock and Bushnell-Prairie City at 7. And then Eureka and A-Town at 8:30. And Coach Kelso going to be back for some games later, right?
I think so. Kelso going to be on the broadcast, I think, of that one. And we're happy to have him along. It gives you a chance to recoup there a little bit. But we've got a 25-8 score here at the half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights as we get ready to go here with the second half. And again, Monmouth-Roseville just was getting the ball inside. There's a nice ball movement there to get to the baseline. and setting up the easy shot. But this was something we saw quite a bit of in that first half. Monmouth-Roseville just getting the ball inside and getting some easy buckets there, BJ.
Well, they forced some turnovers, made some nice interceptions, some steals, some deflections, and they took care of business on the other end by getting down here quickly, and as you can see, finishing. You saw the finish from Thompson. There you see the finish from number 34, Bergman, who led all scorers with 12.5. Rebounding was 17-13, but so many offensive rebounds for Monmouth-Roseville allowed them to reset their offense and get that, a second look, where Bergman scores that one. There's a nice look inside in the back door, cut to Bergman.
I mean, it was the Bergman show for sure. Here's that play out of the timeout to set up the end of the first quarter there. One of the few highlights that Liberty had there in the first half. There's
and Liberty
a deep shot.
With the Sparrows, Liberty has a little bit of a size advantage. You like to see those guys get down in the block and stay there and try to get some inside points.
Some hard contact there by both sides.
That was Thompson splitting the D. That was pretty.
That was a very beautiful basket there. We've seen some good looks there. Again, Monmouth-Roseville getting inside and, really getting those easy looks. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here as we wrap up our first half here on the MDH halftime show. Lars Bergren, as we said, leading all scorers. He's got 12 points, 5 rebounds as well. Rebounding has been the story here. Offensive rebounds, that's the thing that sticks out to me. I don't know about you, BJ. Monmouth-Roseville, 7 offensive rebounds to just 2 offensive rebounds for Liberty in that first half.
Well, more importantly, 7 offensive to Liberty's 11. And anytime you can get more than 30 to 35% of the rebounds on the offensive end of the court, you've done a nice job. 7 out of 18 is, I'll do some quick math.
Quick math as 17 turnovers for Liberty there in the first half. As we mentioned, those interceptions creating those easy baskets there for Monmouth-Roseville in the first half as well.
So they're getting 39% of all the rebounds on that end are going down in the offensive end for Monmouth-Roseville. They're getting 39% of the rebounds. That's high. That's good.
Very good indeed. Lars Berger, 5 of 6 shooting, by the way, from the floor. Monmouth-Roseville shooting, let's see here, get the game time percentage, 36%. But again, when you're rebounding the ball as well as they have, shooting just, and you mentioned it in the first half, you can shoot 36% if you're getting some good rebounds there, and that's what Monmouth-Roseville's done so far. Looking at Liberty, their team shooting percentage, just 13%. 1 of 8 in the first quarter and 1 of 7 in the second quarter. That is not going to win you a lot of ball games there when your offense is struggling like that.
And they've only taken half as many field goal attempts because they commit 17 turnovers in the first half to Monmouth's 7. And Monroe's turned those 17 turnovers into 20 points. And Liberty has 0 points off of turnovers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, even more so than rebounding, if you look at the turnovers and the points off turnovers, that's the story of the game.
Let's do a shout-out for some of our sponsors here.
Okay.
Let's say a big shout-out to Spoon River College with campuses in Canton and Macomb, including the building reconstruction going on the east end of Jackson Street in Macomb, offering a great start for all area college students, both academically and athletically. Find out more online at src.edu or call 309-649-6400. As we are at the half, the MDH halftime show, and Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here of our broadcast. And we are about ready to get underway here with the second half of
I was just trying to get you arrested.
Are you?
Yeah.
By the officer?
That's a Bushnell young lady.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Ms. Allen. I said, put some cuffs on him.
You know what? That would that would be something, wouldn't it?
You haven't done anything wrong,
no,
so that would not be a good thing, would it?
I try to behave myself, I'll be honest with you here, as we've got about 3 minutes left. Neither team, actually Liberty, has just walked out onto the floor. Let's send it over to Dwayne, who's standing by with Liberty's head coach here.
All right, we're over here with Mark Kessler. Mark, athletic training, you stick with Macomb a lot. We follow them everywhere. This is a big tournament. This has to be a lot of work for you during the week.
It is, but it's enjoyable to be out here, see all the different teams from the different communities, and obviously, hopefully, see the Bombers win it all. But for me, it's about keeping these guys in the game and hopefully not giving them the bad news.
Yeah, bad news is a problem. That Farmington had a kid with a knee injury the last game or a game or so ago. That's part of the deal, though, right? Is you want to make the kids healthy if they're hurt, but you also want to keep them from getting hurt, and that's a big part of this deal, isn't it?
Yes, making the call of whether or not should we go in, are we good enough to go in, or should we hold out and stay out? Now you have that conversation with the athletes a lot of the time. Is it worth it? Are you good enough, or is it, hey, should we hold off and play another day?
Well, MDH is our halftime sponsor. MDH works very hard to make their athletic training program available and important for the kids here in McDonough County and the entire surrounding area, really, don't they?
Right. It's all about providing the best patient care that we can for our patients, whether they be in the clinic, in the hospital, or out here on the basketball court.
Physical therapy goes a lot deeper than athletic training, though, doesn't it? You guys do all kinds of stuff on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, I don't work specifically in the physical therapy. I'm in the cardiac rehab, but I know they're just as busy as we are, seeing anything from the ankle on up. And the important part that we play is helping get our patients out here on the court in to see them so they get the best care that they can get to get right back.
You guys play an important role during this tournament, though, don't you? I mean, you're here for a reason, and that reason is important for the
Right. What our goal here, obviously, is to get them back on the court, but to take the stress away from the coaches. Again, a coach doesn't want to have to make that decision, should I be playing this kid? And you throw a kid back in that isn't quite ready to play and you hurt him worse.
Well, I thank you for joining us. I kind of threw this at you. You did a fine job. I appreciate it, and I'm sure we'll see you all day the next couple days.
I appreciate everything. Thank you.
We'll send it back to Wyatt and BJ.
Thank you there, Dwayne, as chatting with some folks there from MDH. Again, they're our halftime sponsor, and they are a big sponsor for TSSR. They're one of the main reasons that we get to do what we get to do here, and that is broadcast the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament here. About ready to get underway here in the third quarter. BJ, what kind of adjustments are you expecting to see from Liberty as they come out here in the second half?
I think Liberty's going to try to get some points in the paint. They've got the two big kids. The Sparrows are both 6'4". Get it down low to them. Of course, the younger of the two, Reed, showed us he can shoot the three as well. But to get that open look from three-point range, you got to get it down inside and back that defense down.
What are you expecting from Monmouth-Roseville as they come out here with a 17-point lead after 2 quarters of basketball?
Well, they're going to try to continue to up-tempo the game. Liberty with 7 players that are playing on a big floor, and Monmouth-Roseville is going to try to keep it up-tempo, keep their offense rolling. They see the difference in the points in the paint, and they're going to try to keep that happening.
Off the front of the rim, offensive rebound, nice look, laying that one up and in, and he was the star of the first half. Lars Berggren, first basket in the second half. He's got 14 points here in this one as Monmouth-Roseville quickly out to a 27-8 lead, 7:30 to go. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here. Second half underway here from the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. There's a nice look inside, right on cue there, BJ. Getting it to Jack Sparrow inside as he lays that one up and in.
Now that gives Liberty a chance to set up their little press. Monmouth-Roseville passes it beautifully and gets it back down low.
Goodness, that was beautiful. Nick Houston gets open, lays that one up and in, 29-10. Our score, losing the handle. Monmouth-Roseville gets a steal. Here come the Titans. Berggren all the way to the basket. Left-handed layup. He gets that one to go. Lars Berggren, 2 baskets already here in the second half. He's got 16. That leads up to 21, biggest it's been here in this ball game.
Just wanted to say that press break from Monmouth-Roseville. You can have all the talent in the world.
There's a 3 on the way there for Liberty. Halfway down and out. Offensive rebound. Put back up and good. Tommy Schutte lays that one back up and in.
You can have all kinds of talent, but breaking the press properly is just good coaching.
There's
and they do it again.
Another good play there, laying that one up and in. Ethan Clark breaks the press and lays that one up and in.
That's going to satisfy Chuck to see that twice in a row like that.
Despite the big lead, you know, Chuck Grant has been getting after his guys. Don't want to get too lackadaisical here. Backing down, Sparrow to the basket, no good, but a foul. And there'll be 2 shots for Jack Sparrow, who has 4 points here in this ball game. Second on the team, Reed Sparrow. I would assume they're brothers. They look very similar as we look at them here on the floor. That foul is on number 25. That's Nick Houston. That's his 3rd.
Nick immediately reached down, helped Jack back to his feet. Seen good sportsmanship all morning. between all the teams. You can play physical and still be sportsmanlike.
20-point lead, second free throw. That one also no good, and the rebound will come out. Monmouth-Roseville's got it. 6:08 to go, getting it left side. And now back up top. Monmouth-Roseville inside, cutting through a double team. That one laid up no good by Thompson, but an offensive rebound, laying that one. Oh, it's blocked away. But another offensive rebound for the Titans. They'll lay it up, no good, but a foul. Boy, the rebounding been very impressive for Monmouth-Roseville here throughout this entire ball game.
Yeah, they're really attacking the glass, getting the breaks, getting the ball to fall where it needs to fall for them. And once they get the rebound, it's right back to the hole with it. No hesitation.
Shooting two here is Nick Houston. He's got 4 points here in this ball game. That foul on Reed Sparrow, his third, as the free throw off the back rim, no good. 5:53 to go, here in the third quarter, as Houston with one more. So Houston will put the shot up, and that one off the back rim, no good. So kind of a break there for Liberty. 0 for 2 from the line for Monmouth-Roseville. As that is tipped and stolen away. A nice play there by Peyton Thompson, forcing the turnover. Thompson's got it on the baseline, and he'll lay that one up and in. Defense turns into offense for Peyton Thompson. He's got 8 points for Monmouth-Roseville.
2 more points off turnovers. That number just keeps adding up.
What was it at the half? 20? Did you say it was 20 to
20
nothing?
to nothing.
Off turnovers. There's Sparrow. That's a deep NBA range three. That one's short. Offensive rebound to Sparrow. Jack Sparrow will get inside and lay that one up and in. Jack Sparrow with 6. He leads the way here for Liberty. 35-15. 5:10 to go. Cross-court pass. That one's nearly stolen away, and it is stolen away. Here's Tate Huber bringing it the other way for Liberty. They'll hand it off to Sparrow. He'll drive to the baseline, put up the shot. Nice, easy look, but no basket. Offensive rebound, Jack Sparrow. Turnaround shot, no. And the rebound goes to Monmouth-Roseville. They'll bring it right to left.
Effort much better on the glass from Liberty.
There's a baseline pass, taking it all the way to the rack. Nice take. There's Lars Berggren. 2 more points. He's got 18.
And Monmouth-Roseville is so efficient in the transition offense.
4:32 to go here in quarter number 3. 37-15 our score. Up top, Liberty. That's a deep three on the way. That one hit short front of the rim by Reed Sparrow, and the rebound comes out. Monmouth-Roseville bring it right to left here.
Liberty trying to pick up half court.
Sarcoma with it. Trying to break that double team, right side, driving all the way to the rack. That is a nice look there. Peyton Thompson into double figures as he lays that one up and in. He's got 10 points.
Nice little spin he put on, a little English as he tossed it in.
There's a Jack Sparrow with it up top to Huber into the corner. Liberty trying to find the open look. Pump fakes. Getting it back inside. The little turnaround shot. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Put back no. Another offensive rebound. That one laid up and in, and a foul. Count it for Jack Sparrow. He's got 8.
And he is working his tail off on the offensive glass here in the second half. Well, they took it in the post, which I had thought and hoped that they would do, and they're getting some points down low there.
3:40 to go here, quarter number 3.
Got to get some stops on this end, though.
As Monmouth-Roseville pretty much getting everything they wanted offensively here so far. There's a bunch of substitutions coming in for Monmouth-Roseville. Number 44, Yvonne Gadina into the game. Number 22 into the game, Elliot Rogers as well, as the and one free throw is good for Sparrow. He's got 9. And with 3:40 to go, it's 39-18 as they'll stop and re-inbound the basketball.
A 17-point lead for Monrose at the half. They've stretched it out a little bit. Not because Liberty isn't playing good offense, it's because Monrose is playing great offense on their end.
Certainly are, moving the ball around, finding the open look. There's Thompson, and he is bumped and fouled. That'll be the second foul on the Eagles here in the quarter. 3:23 left. See who.
That'll be foul number 3, I think, on
it's
fourth
on Reed Sparrow.
On Reed Sparrow. He'll have to come out for a little bit.
And we've talked about how the lack of depth there on the Liberty side. Only 7, we were told by the coaches in the pregame, only 7 kids likely getting some playing time here in this ball game as there's a whistle. We got a foul called on Monmouth-Roseville.
Liberty foul number 3.
It'll be shooting.
Or that'll be on Liberty, excuse me.
His second personal.
Second foul on number 15. That is Tommy Schutte.
Got a great name for basketball, doesn't he?
Certainly does. Thompson with it into the corner. That is Sarcomo. And now getting it to the baseline. Nice catch, laying that one up and in. No good. Offensive rebound. The putback up and good as it's Nick Houston. He's got 6 points. And the offensive rebounding, I mean, we've talked about it a number of times, but that has just been the story here so far for the Titans. As they get that one right side. Kicks it up top. There's a little mid-range jumper. Nice look. That one just doesn't go in. Rebound comes out. Here is Thompson pushing it the other way. 2-on-2. Thompson all the way to the basket. He'll lay it up and in. Peyton Thompson. He's got 12.
He had his head up the whole way. He was thinking pass first if the opening was there, and it never showed up. So he just kept the ball, took it all the way to the hole.
2:22 to go. 43-18. That one intercepted.
Another
nice
turnover.
Look by Nick Houston. Outlet pass. Oh, he missed the layup. I think he lost the grip of that one for Monmouth-Roseville. That's number 22, Elliott Rogers. Into the corner we go. 2:04 left. That's poked out of bounds. They'll stay here with 2:02 left.
Monmouth-Roseville getting their hands on pretty much every pass. If they're not intercepting it, they're at least deflecting it, changing the trajectory and the route.
43-18. Monmouth-Roseville has blown this thing wide open here in the second half.
Turnovers were 17-7 at the half, and I'm sure that Liberty is well into the 20s now.
I would agree with that. The right side going to the baseline for just a moment is Evan Sims. First time seeing him here in the ball game. As we got a whistle, 1:51 left. It'll be a foul on number 11, Peyton Thompson, his first, team's third.
By the way, if you are a stat geek like we are, holidaybasketball.com, your tournament website, has scores, stats, rosters, box scores, game links, history of past tournaments, much more. holidaybasketball.com, another steal.
What a play by Houston. Taking it the other way, Sarcomo to the basket. He'll lay that one up and in. Calagero Sarcomo. Good look, 1:35 to go, 45-18. Monmouth-Roseville cruising here in the second half over Liberty. As that one up top, losing the handle. As getting it, Huber. Liberty trying to look for a shot, but Monmouth-Roseville not making it easy. 12 on the shot clock. Down to 10. That one intercepted by Sarcomo. Another steal, one-on-one the other way. Sarcomo slows down. He'll set up the offense. Kick it up top. Houston thought about it. Sarcomo. Now getting it left side to Houston. He'll take it to the baseline. Extra pass. Lays that one up and in. Oh, what an extra look there. Andy Myers. Myers has got 7 off the bench here. Everybody getting in on the action here for Monmouth-Roseville. 47-18 the score.
We see highlights of dunks and three-pointers all the time, but I'm here to tell you, if you pass the ball and shoot free throws, you'll win more games than you lose.
That was a beautiful pass there. Good find on the baseline. And there's a nice find on the baseline. Extra pass, laying that one up and in. Tommy Schutte. His second basket. He's got 4 points. 47-20. 20 seconds to go. Monmouth-Roseville, shot clock off. They'll likely try to get the final shot. Instead, we got a whistle and a foul.
Incidental contact on the trip.
14.2 seconds left. And that'll be the Eagles' 5th, I believe. It's their 4th, excuse me. Foul will be on Evan Sims for Liberty, his first. And we got a substitution. Jack Sparrow will come back into the ball game. 14.2 seconds left. Monmouth-Roseville will inbound it as they'll get it in right side. Getting it to the baseline, backing down. That is Yvonne Godina. We got a whistle, and we'll have shots as Yvonne Godina into the game for Monmouth-Roseville.
Sparrow challenged it. Thought he had a clean block there. Had a little too much body. That's his third. The other Sparrow, Reed, has 4.
9.2 seconds to go. Ivan misses the first one. He'll have one more.
In the game from Monmouth-Roseville,
Number 33, Elijah Noel will check back in. One more free throw on the way, and that one's up and good. Gadina onto the score sheet. 48-20, 7 seconds left. Goes into the corner. Liberty trying to get it out right side. There's a right wing three at the buzzer. That one's up and no good by Evan Sims, and that'll wrap up our third quarter. 48-20, Monmouth-Roseville, a commanding lead here. As we've got one more quarter of basketball. The winner of this one gets Peoria Christian. And it has been a dominant ball game here for Lars Berggren and crew. As we'll talk about that here in just a second. First, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. One of our sponsors, Sport Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar, is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drinks as well as some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in, say hi, 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb, Sports Corner at 124. Tell you, a little Sports Corner sounds pretty good right now there, BJ. I don't know about you.
It does.
We got a long way to go before we get to worry about that, though. 8 minutes left here, and Liberty, they've just had their hands full here in this one. Monmouth-Roseville, on the other hand, this looks like a team that can give Peoria Christian a good run for their money if they are able to hold on to this one.
Well, and we talked this morning, Greg and I talked about the fact that it's a tough seeded tournament. The top 4 seeds are good basketball teams. There's another 4 or 5 teams that are pretty good as well.
Yeah.
So it's a wide open tourney field, I think, this year. Nobody is clearly dominant. We'll see how it shakes out. We saw a very good performance from Rock Ridge. Peoria Christian taking care of Farmington this morning. And Monmouth-Roseville looking good here as well.
I tell you, that's the second time I've seen Rock Ridge here in back-to-back weeks, and they are very impressive. They won this tournament last year. We got an offensive foul on Jack Sparrow. That'll be his 4th. And that is
both Sparrows have one more foul.
One more foul, and
they will be sent to the nest.
7:51. I see what you did there, BJ Stone. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here, the voice of the Leathernecks. Always good to have BJ joining us here on TSSR.
Leathernecks should have just got back at it this morning with practice. They had a few days off after a game down in Lindenwood Saturday. Coach gave them a few days.
7:35 to go. Up top, Monmouth-Roseville with it, right side. Good ball movement, 13 on the shot clock. Myers gets it inside. Gadina backs down, gets the extra pass into the corner, looking for a 3. The shot clock was going down. Rebound goes to Sparrow. And here come the Eagles, trailing 48-20. 7:10 to go in this ball game. Inside, Jack Sparrow, a little turnaround shot, lays it up, no good, but foul. 7:07 to go. And we'll have free throws upcoming for Jack Sparrow, who leads the team in scoring. He's got 9 points in this ball game for Liberty.
I got to be honest with you. I've never seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Really?
So I can't do any line quotes individually. I just know who Jack Sparrow is.
All right.
In the movies.
Yeah. Honestly, I've seen bits and pieces, but I don't know if I've ever made it through an entire Pirates
normally,
of the Caribbean.
if I've got this namesake on the court, I'm going to be doing movie lines all day, right?
Well, I think that's going to be your homework tonight there, BJ. So the rest of the games for Liberty,
I'm
you go watch, you get some lines. Only one I know is Why Is the Rum Gone? And I don't know if we can get a reference for that in this ball game. But why is the rum gone?
College days?
Might be, as Sparrow misses the second. 1 of 2 from the line. Sparrow's with 10 points, by the way. Monmouth-Roseville, as that's tipped, stolen away. Nice defensive sequence there for the Eagles. 7 minutes to go as the inside pass back to Jack Sparrow. Going to go back to the free throw line.
Foul on Houston. Be the second foul of the quarter on the Titans.
I also know the reference, or the movie, the line from Sparrow, I've got a jar of dirt, which again.
I've got a what?
I've got a jar of dirt.
See, now I wouldn't know that one.
There's another line. I don't know how we'd fit that one into a basketball big game, but maybe by the end of the weekend we'll figure that one out. Sparrow with 11. Half his team's points. 6:55 left. I'll tell you, my mom's going to be very disappointed in me that I didn't get more Jack Sparrow lines in. She's a big Johnny Depp fan, big Pirates of the Caribbean
Well,
fan.
who isn't really?
I mean, right, yeah, exactly.
That guy's something else.
He really is, as there's a blocking foul called. 6:51 to go. Monmouth-Roseville leading this one comfortably.
Liberty battling to keep it away from that 30-point
Yep.
mark that triggers the running clock. They had 28 down at the start of this quarter, 26 down now.
Well, and even though you may not have had the best start to this tournament, you still want to finish the weekend strong here. You got 2 more games ahead of you. Want to finish the consolation bracket strong as Thompson rims that one out no good, and the rebound comes out to Sparrow. 6:35 to go. Still got more games. Even though you may lose your first game, you still got some games to play here. And the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament is stepping on the baseline there. That'll be Gavin Edgar.
And there's hardware to play for. You win consolation, you get a trophy to take back home.
That you do.
Into the game for Liberty number 2, Tate Huber.
Tell you, we're going to have some good matchups here throughout the week, so make sure you're tuned in here to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Another deflected pass, almost a steal for Liberty.
Oh, nice find there inside, laying that one up and in. Number 34, Lars Berggren. He's at 20 points here. He has been special here in this ball game as there's trying to get it inside, looking for Sparrow. It's poked and stolen away. Here
Berggren.
comes Sarcomo inside,
Oh,
left-handed
nice.
layup. Nice one, up and in for Nick Houston. He's got 8 points.
The body control for a couple of these guys from Monmouth-Roseville is very impressive.
As that one goes inside, Huber trying to get it back outside. It's poked. Huber again in the corner, double team. Nice look there as he gets it to Sparrow, who will lay it up and in. Reed Sparrow with 7. 52-24 with 5:35 to go. And here's Sarcomo up top. Now to Peyton Thompson. Thompson's been good here today as well. He's got 12. Been a good team effort here. Number of guys pitching in here for the Titans. Tries to split a double team. Gets it to his teammate. Into the corner now, Thompson.
10 to shoot.
As there's a nice little mid-range jumper. That one banked off the backboard, no good. Rebound goes to Liberty as we approach the 5-minute mark here in quarter number 4. 52-24. Huber inside to Sparrow. He'll take it all the way to the rack, and he'll lay it up and in and one. Jack Sparrow with 13 points now, and he'll go to the line shooting one more. That was a good inside pass there, getting him on the baseline, as we do have the
Team foul number 3.
clock running now, 52-26.
And Nick Houston just fouled out of the game on that play.
Andy Myers number 4.
Take a look at that replay there. Again, a nice look there by Sparrow through the contact, laying that one up and in.
Nick's a little dejected walking off the floor, but he's had a pretty good game overall.
Yeah, he definitely has, as he lit
Also in for the Titans.
the free throws up and good. Sparrow with 14. 52-27, clock is rolling. May have saw that during that free throw. Up top, it's Andy Myers getting it inside to Berggren. He'll go underneath. Tried to get that one to his teammate. He threw it off his shoe. Under 4 minutes to go. Huber with it. Tried to get it to Sparrow inside. He somehow comes away with that. Nice play. And we got a whistle and a foul. That'll be the 4th foul on Monmouth-Roseville.
Well, virtually all the points for Liberty here in the second half have come in the paint. They didn't get that in the first half.
Yeah.
I knew that that's what Coach Sparrow was going to be talking about, and you can see the difference in how they're approaching the offensive end.
Well, and like I said, it gives you a little bit of momentum going into the rest of this tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah, tough game coming up with Farmington tomorrow morning.
Yeah, they'll have their hands full. 10:30 tomorrow is when that one will take place here on the. Was that one going to be here at Western Hall, or is that Brophy Hall?
Nope, that's Western
I'll
tomorrow.
be here at Western tomorrow, 10:30. They go to Brophy Hall the next round. There's a shot up and good. That's a 3. And Sparrow, Reed Sparrow into double figures now. Both Sparrows with 24 of the 30 points for the Eagles. That one's poked and stolen away. And he'll hand it off to Reed Sparrow. He'll bring it back left to right here. 2:48 to go here in the 4th. Huber, nice move, gets it inside. Jack Sparrow backs down, lays that one up and in. I tell you, Jack Sparrow over the last couple of minutes has been playing really well. He's got 16.
Coach Dan Sparrow's on the bench wondering where this was in half number 1. That's
2.5.
what they needed to do.
Well, when they fell behind 25-8 at the end of the 2 quarters of basketball, and like you said, if you got a few more of these easier baskets, you wonder might have a different ball game here. Eli Burton checks into the ball game for Monmouth-Roseville, number 5. Number 4, Clay Castile in. He'll inbound it. A lot of substitutions. That's Landon Angelo, number 42, 6'3", a junior. Cross-court pass. Good ball movement. Getting it up top. Right side, 10 on the shot clock. Inside look, looking to get it to Angelo. It's poked and stolen away. The Eagles bringing it back, 1:45 to go. And that is a deep 3, Reed Sparrow. That's a heat check, and that one goes over the backboard. Out of play. I mean, Reed Sparrow's hit a couple of shots here over the last couple of minutes, so kind of that heat check. It is no good, however. 1:29 to go. Bringing it up the floor, Eli Burton.
Another steal.
Oh, what a move there by Huber. Huber will lay that one up, no good. Lars Berggren with it. Gets it cross court into the corner to Burton. He'll drive the baseline. It's poked out of bounds. Off the hands of Monmouth-Roseville. And with 1:05 to go. And
The clock started running as soon as the lead got to 30, so this last few minutes have gone rather quickly.
certainly have as we get ready to go into the break. Next game will get underway at 4 o'clock here in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Huber with it. There's a mid-range jumper on the way. That one's short. That looked good off the fingertips. Jack Sparrow tried to save it, and Jack Sparrow's come up limp. Limping a little bit there. Stays on the floor. He'll think about shooting. Instead, he'll drive. As that ankle looks like it's fine now, he'll lay that one up. No good, but a foul. And with 25 seconds left, got a foul, 2 shots. Likely the last possession, last chance to get shots up here in this ball game for the Eagles.
Clock continues to roll in case you're wondering. He has earned the 2 free throws, and they will stop it before it expires. He'll get that second free throw. And they stop it at 4.1.
4.1 seconds left. Jack Sparrow will miss the first. He'll get the second, though. 17 points for Jack Sparrow. As that will do it. Monmouth-Roseville will move on to the right side of the bracket, the winner's side, as they'll set up a date with Peoria Christian tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. That should be a good one. Liberty will head down to the consolation bracket. They'll take on Farmington. That should be a good matchup there tomorrow. So, again, we'll have all those games here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We will send it down to Dwayne here in just a moment, as he's got head coach of the Monmouth-Roseville Titans, Chuck Grant, joining us. As we got, again, the final score, 52-33. Let's send it over to Dwayne.
All right, with Coach Chuck Grant, the best-dressed guy in the house here. But, well, your kids look pretty good today.
Came out and played well. Yeah, I mean, we kind of break there early. They couldn't get much offensively. Shots weren't going for them. We got our transition going pretty solid. And once we got double digits and beyond, we did a good job of spreading the lead out, but which sometimes we haven't always done.
When we talked to you at the Reveals show, you talked about you're learning the kids and things are progressing. I saw you last Saturday, see you again today. But you guys seem like you are still getting better every time.
No question. We probably took a little step backwards. We were all kind of sick there for 3 or 4 days again. And last weekend was probably not our greatest weekend, but we rebounded back well. We had a nice practice yesterday. And, good strong outing out here. So, we're moving in the right direction. We still got 2 months to go, and we're going to keep getting better until they tell us we can't play anymore.
Well, you're not seeded in the tournament, but you won the first one. That means you still got a chance, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were 5-4 coming in, so you're kind of at the mercy of what happens when you're 5-4. So, I felt like this was a decent draw for us. I felt like it was a team we could beat. Like I said, fortunately, we came out and played a little better than they did today, and we get to play on the right side of the bracket tomorrow.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
We'll send it back to Wyatt and BJ.
Thank you there, Dwayne, as that Good stuff there from Chuck Grant, again, winning head coach there for Monmouth-Roseville. As we take a look at some of the numbers here before we wrap things up here today, I think the thing that is very glaring here, the 25 turnovers there for Liberty, just couldn't get anything going, and those turnovers turning into 32 points to just 7 off of turnovers for Liberty. That was the big key in here of this ball game.
It really was. I mean, points in the paint ended up being 40-18, but most of those points in the paint were layups off the turnovers, and that's, and as Chuck mentioned in his postgame there with Dwayne, their transition game in the first half was fantastic. Not only did they beat the press, but when they did make a steal, they stayed in their lanes. They ran perfect fast breaks. They got layups, fundamentally sound. Left side, they make a left-handed layup. Right side, make a right-handed layup. There's one right there. Sarcomo straight on, did a nice job. Their passing game was outstanding, making the extra pass when they needed to. On this particular play, boom, underneath the basket, layup, points in the paint. I mean, it's just consistency for Monrose all day. Now, in the second half, Liberty also had a couple of nice passes, Schutte with the hoop there, and they were able to get it inside a little bit better. If they would have done that in the first half, I think we'd have had a much closer game. The turnovers killed them in the first half.
Well, and the thing I think that was the big difference here, Monmouth-Roseville came out, and in the third quarter, they shot 68%, it says, from the floor here. So that was incredibly impressive, to say the least. Monmouth-Roseville will take on Peoria Christian tomorrow. That'll be a great matchup. 5:30 is when that one will get underway. And then we've got Liberty taking on Farmington. That'll be a 10:30 start on the consolation side. All those games will be taking place here at Western Hall. We'll have those for you here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And that is going to wrap things up for us here from Western Hall. Game number 4 in the books, halfway home on day 1. BJ, how are we feeling here?
Like lunch. I feel like lunch.
I think I agree with that.
Hospitality room.
Hospitality room's where we're headed. The next game getting underway at 4 o'clock here, as we'll have Mercer County taking on Pittsfield. Macomb will take on Canton at 5:30. West Hancock, Bushnell-Prairie City at 7, and Eureka will take on A-Town at 8:30 tonight. All those games will be here on TSSR. We'll have those for you, so tune in, enjoy the basketball, and enjoy this holiday weekend here at the Great Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. For BJ Stone, my name's Wyatt Reed, and for our wonderful crew, thanks for joining us. Once again, Monmouth-Roseville getting the win, moving on to the winner's side. We'll talk to you in a little while from the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.